respect is out of hand, but a system he's never been in with KOC. Shout out Spike. Spike Grow, what he said yesterday. He didn't start losing hell till he became a Minnesota Viking. JJ McCarthy has been a winner, and every quarterback coach he's been around, worked with, whatever you want to say, has created a system for him to match his strengths. Has he had to improvise at times? Hell yeah. Put the team on his back at times? Hell yeah. But his coaches gave him confidence and belief. All KOC has done was tore his confidence down. What do you expect after his injury? You got to ask yourself, looking at it full spectrum now, the game yesterday, has KOC ever really been there for McCarthy? And I'm talking personally, really trying to build a relationship with him like he built with a Kirk Cousins, like he built with a Sam Darnold, like he's building with the Kyler Murray per se? Has he ever really tried to do that with McCarthy? Answer is probably no, because turns out he didn't even want McCarthy, if some of the rumor speculation news is true. But from day one, never was a system created. He never tried to give it his all to McCarthy, man. You think that didn't tear McCarthy's confidence down over the years? Then you got the fans on his head top demanding him perform like a 10-year vet right now, not want to give him no time. But they gave Kirk Cousins 6 years. How long they give Ponder? They had more patience for Ponder than McCarthy. Had more patience for Ponder than McCarthy, and Ponder was nowhere near the talent of quarterback McCarthy is. You know it. I know it. So what are we really doing and saying here? It's clear, ever clear, and I ain't talking about the liquor. How KOC has failed him, it almost looks like every time. He just want to break his confidence down, like I've been saying, in his career before it even gets started, seemingly. Look at the actions. Forget what KOC talking about around yonder. He JT. He just talking, man, at the end of the day. Look at the lack of development, the lack of care, the lack of focus and attention he's given him. Talking about him behind his back, talking crazy to the media, on top of other players speaking crazy as well. They say, oh, JJ McCarthy is mentally strong. Okay, bet. But for how long? How long is he supposed to believe in his coach, in his teammates, even in himself? Hell, if his coach ain't even trying to believe in him or create a system that fits him. Any coach who gets their hands on McCarthy would start at Michigan, looking at Michigan, taking a trip back per se, understanding what the blueprint is, then building on it, then creating a monster at quarterback. That's why it's about experience. They want to talk about Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz been in the league, 40 years, And y'all want to crash out on McCarthy, who only had 10 games. You got a 10-game sample and you done with him. You ready to throw him away? Cool, let him go. Because guess what? Another man's trash is another man's treasure. You hear me? Heavy. And McCarthy will be a diamond in the rough. He just needs to go somewhere that wants to cultivate that diamond. Because KOC, he ain't it right now. Matter of fact, he ain't it at all. Matter of fact, he should have been out the building with Quasi. Now, more and more you think about it, right? Right. The way he done McCarthy is dead wrong. No development, no care, no attention, no work on technique, footwork, etc. They want to talk about a pass in the back of the end zone that hit Ty Felton in the hands. Don't even worry about it. I'm finna get into it. Shout out Money Where the Film Is once again. Very important channels, very important guys that, watch the game and break it down and speak up for McCarthy. Only a very few speaking up for him right now. It's not about having favoritism towards McCarthy, crying about what's going on. No, we talking about right and wrong, Jack. No cap, period. We talking about right and wrong. And right now, KOC is dead wrong, man. You know it. I know it. Ain't no way around it. Oh, yeah, people going to turn their head and not look and not pay attention, act like they don't see what's going on, but they know deep down what's up. This man been done dirty since he entered the building. It's like after the injury, they said, "Oh, the hell with him, forget him. We just gonna push him to the slot to the side, let it ride." Crazy work, man. My question is, when did KOC give up? Or was he done from jump off the rip? Because they say he ain't want him. They say JJ McCarthy was Quasi's man. But I go right back to it. And it's O'Connell's job, Mr. QB Whisperer, to develop and make McCarthy a better man and a better player. That's your job as a head coach. So he's no better than Mike Zimmer, right? He's just as toxic as Mike Zimmer was to Kirk Cousins. At least Mike Zimmer didn't lie to your face, lie to the people, lie to the fans, like it was a real competition, like he wanted him, liked him as a quarterback. He said, "I don't like the guy. He's not a winner. I didn't want him." That's Spillman guy. You hear me? Spillman guy. And that's why you saw him and Spillman have turmoil in the building for so long. Turmoil, which the Wilfs, the owners, didn't even know about because they somewhere where New Jersey, eating a Philly or something like that type shit. You hear? Crazy work, man. He just ignored this dude for 2 years. Now it's 3. He put a little work in with him this year because he had to. Like I say, the pressure is on. He had to fake the funk and make it look like a real competition, a real battle. You know, JJ McCarthy had to go to California and get put in work with John Beck. They talk about them throws in the end zone. They say if the ball hits you in your hand, the receiver supposed to catch it. What was it, a little hot? Yeah. Was it a little high? Yeah, but it hit Ty Felton in the hands. He brings it down a little bit, it's a touchdown. Or if he just floats it in the air, it's a touchdown. Let the receiver run under it, boom. But this all comes with the process, with the game. But I can't wait to get into this video coming up for real. You know, the way this dude breaks it down really speaks up for McCarthy, just like he did last time. I done broke down a video of his before. Go check it out if you haven't watched it yet. But the way he breaks it down, all the rah, going crazy, trying to cause chaos around McCarthy's name. Everybody quick to jump. Oh, he missed one throw. And they didn't see none of the factors in the throw, about the throw, what happened during the play of the throw. Most of them saw highlights, one highlight, and say, "Oh, McCarthy's done. Seeing one highlight of one bad throw, but they for damn sure didn't watch the series he was in. And they want to make judgments off of that. Talk crazy off of that, man. Come on now. But this is the narrative that has been being painted since day one. Day one, man. It's dead wrong. And if you can't see it, you saw it yesterday. We saw it yesterday. We saw it clear as day. You give JJ McCarthy to any other coach, Kyle Shanahan, look what Kyle Shanahan did with Brock Purdy. Look what Sean McVay doing with Ty Simpson, Matt Stafford, Jared Goff. Any great coach you want to mention, think about what they would do with McCarthy. Simple, man. Anytime you ignore a quarterback for a whole offseason, you don't care about him. You don't want him there. You don't want the best for him. What you mean? What you telling me? Anytime you throw your quarterback under the bus after saying he's the one, he's the guy, he's the future, etc., you don't care about him. You never did. You don't pour into him everything you have until you know for sure he's not it, he's not the one. You don't care for him at all. You know, KOC just worried about saving himself right now. Wow, man. Get in the comments. Who in the building? Who in the building? Here we go. Oh, I know it ain't. You rang who yang. You rang who yang. Huh? No, and Eddie tonight, who yang. You hear me? SKOL VIKES. Here we go. It's Biz Wolf in the building. Biz Wolf in the building. What up, brother? SKOL VIKES. Let's get it, brother. Jerry Mixon, what up? Jerry Mixon in the building. What up, brother? SKOL Vikes. Let's word. Yeah, you know. They got to run the ball because it's clear they have no idea how to operate the passing game. Collar won't help nothing. You know, KOC threw Collar under the bus, right? Biz. Collar told him he couldn't look over the line. KOC run to the media to do what? To save himself, to persevere himself, right? No cap. Self-perseverance, self-preservation for him. He had to throw that out there. Murray too short, allegedly. Oh, now all of a sudden Murray is too short. Murray been short hell his whole career. Before they signed him, he knew Murray was too short, allegedly. But he the one who wanted him, wanted to go out and get him. He the one who cut the competition short because he said Murray is the man. Now he got a problem with his height. I've been told y'all KOC slick as oil, baby. He had to say something, put it in the air, put it in the atmosphere. So just in case, yeah, just in case. Oh yeah, bitch, yeah. Murray don't perform well or the Vikings trash, he gonna throw the blame right back on Murray. Oh, remember I told you so. I told you so. He gonna try to say. I told you he's too small. Can he look over the line? It's not my fault. No, couldn't be KOC. Couldn't be KOC. Then he's absolved from any circumstance once again. Saved by the bell, saved by his buddy, good old pal guys once again. That's the world, the realm we're in, right? Come on, man. And like I said before, Biz, you want to run the ball more, you want to take the Michigan blueprint. Which quarterback does that fit more? You want to be more physical and be heavy on play action and have the defense going one way and the offense going another way, and talking about a smooth system, get into a groove system, a rhythm. You know, the game is about rhythm. Which quarterback would you want under center? Which quarterback has more experience under center? Since everybody want to talk about Murray's experience, well, hell, McCarthy has more experience than Murray under center. So why wouldn't you cultivate that and captivate that talent in McCarthy? Nothing KOC does or says is making sense when it comes to 9. It's clear as day now. Come on now. Mickey in the building. Mickey in the building. What up, brother? SKOL Vikes, man. Here we go. Let's get it. Lead on. There was nothing wrong with the JJ or his confidence. Big facts, no cap. The problem is the horrible offensive scheme and bad O-line. Yeah. He's definitely staying strong. You know, he's a confident guy, but you got to ask the question, Mickey. Has his confidence been shot, if not all the way, a little bit? If it has, you would understand. You know, us being McCarthy fans, believing, knowing who he is, of course he still has confidence, but to what extent, right, Mickey? That is the main question, brother. You know, we know JJ McCarthy is a true warrior, a true competitor. My point is KOC has not done his job to build that confidence, even in the low tides, right? KOC didn't put the work in with him so he could really rise. That's why I say he is full of shit, period. And I stand on that 10 toes down, you know? He's so full of shit run from him. You hear me? No cap. It's just a piss poor situation. That's why I'd be like, well, damn, let him go, brother. Let him go. Let him free 9. Let him go to a situation, a proper situation where a coach will put real time and effort in with him and really want to bring the best out of him, man. And once again, I got to reiterate it again. I don't care what they talking about. Oh, now he was banged up. He took him out. He was going to take him out anyway, banged up or not. He said one more series, he was going to get WENTZ in. So the plan was for WENTZ to come in after the first quarter off the rip. Wasn't none to it. Wasn't not changing his tune. That was the plan whole time, right? So at the end of the day, banged up or not, McCarthy was coming out. Never a real chance to get into rhythm. Never a real chance to get a run game going, real protection going. He pulled them out, period. So don't let KOC fool you and say, oh, it's because he was banged up. It was an injury. No, according to news articles, rumors, etc., he was coming out anyway. Yeah, bitch, yeah. He can fool you, but he can't fool me. You hear me? Early. He came in real quick first year, fooling the people, fooling everybody. But the moves he made this year, the moves he's made with McCarthy alone, brother. Wow, man. Wow. Here we go. Just wow. For real. JJ is still a winner. He has yet to have losing season. He's been a winner. That's it right there, Mick. He's been a winner, brother. That's the point right there. Right? He didn't start losing to win. He became a Minnesota Viking. So he got up under KOC, the so-called alleged QB whisperer. KOC, well, you talking about giving him a grade, calling him a QB whisperer. He ain't no QB whisperer. You know, a QB whisperer should be able to develop a young quarterback, upcoming quarterback. He gets a F, a capital F, all that shit type shit, unsatisfactory, all that. You know.